Okay, we're back and we are gonna look at the created players in a game of rookies. We have the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Philadelphia 76ers. So just to start off, I made everybody potential A plus. Everybody has the same things as far as let's see, where is it? Right here. Everybody has the same attributes when it comes to intangibles, the 99. Everybody has a potential 90. Everybody has the same mental attributes as well. 80 perception, 80 defensive consistency, help defense. So everybody is the exact same. As well as everybody also has a hot zones of, which I'm doing the last one right now. And this is Pietro. Everybody has a hot zone of red in every single thing. So every single player has this. So they all have 100% hot zone everywhere. I have not done any tendencies for anybody, no signatures for anybody, no badges for anybody. So you'll just have to do those as the players keep progressing. Okay. So I made, if you talk a lot in the group text, you're an 85. If you don't talk a lot in the group text, you're an 83. But again, everybody still has the same potentials. All right, shooting guard, point guard, PT or Crossgrove. So I added 6 inches to everybody as well. Weight I just kind of fucking got sloppy with because I don't really care too much. Unless you were a little bigger, made you a little bigger. Other than that, the weight just kind of whatever. So I don't know how tall everybody is, but Peter, you're 6'4", you're shooting guard, point guard. I figure he's a good playmaker, good athleticism, decent at everything. Not excellent at any one thing, but good at everything. Yuli is a starting forward. He's 6'7". He only plays starting forward, good athleticism. He can kind of hit shots from everywhere. Nothing crazy good as far as scoring good, but he can play some defense. He also has great physical skill set as well. As far as getting to the basket, driving and all that stuff, dunking. Nick Gold, great pitcher, by the way. It was easy to make you, Nick. I made him a power forward who also plays center. Even though he's shorter, he has a lot of physical power. He also, I figured, can shoot a little bit from the mid-range. Not a horrible three-point shooter for his size, but a good defender on the inside and outside perimeter, which is rare for a power forward center. Decent playmaking, decent rebounding because he's a little short, so I couldn't give him that great of rebounding, but he's still going to be a good power forward. AP, or I call him AP 32. I'll have to change the number. I know he looks black, but he does have facial hair, and I couldn't find brown people. So good inside scorer, decent at shooting, but he'll excel at defense. I figure he's always kind of got his hands all up in your face when you're, he used to do that a lot. So he reminded me of a good defensive player, kind of like Kawhi Leonard. Good playmaker, former baseball player, gave a little playmaking ability as well. So that is going to be AP 32. Lucky. I've never actually seen him play basketball a couple times. I made him a starting forward, power forward. He's a little short. But I figure he can hit shots from mid-range, inside scoring. I remember him having a decent fadeaway and a decent post game for being someone a little bit shorter. So he can kind of do everything. And also has good IQ when it comes to passing the ball and stuff like that. Nasser, great beard. And again, he's a little dark too. He's a little black looking. I had to try. There weren't too many face things I can look from, so give me a break, guys. All right, I made him kind of like Anthony Davis-esque. He can kind of score from everywhere. He can kind of play some defense from everywhere, and he definitely can rebound from everywhere. So again, he's kind of like Anthony Davis. He's never the best at anything, but for his size, he definitely is very multi-useful and can play the position really well. If he's on a wing team or he kind of goes outside, he's probably really good. Sean, I made him 6'6". Me and him were talking because I've actually never seen Sean in person, but we were talking, so he said like a little Shaq. So I gave him good inside scoring. He can hit a little bit from the outside, but anything near the paint, he's going to probably mop it up. Has good rebounding skills, good inside and perimeter defense. He gets a little physical out on the D. So there is Sean for you. Jason Mihisharo. This was easy. I just picked the only Asian imprint and made him that guy. So this was really easy. Sorry, Jason. I know it's racist. And I made him from Japan, which is even better. He's a good offensive threat. I figure Jason can hit the three-pointers pretty good, can kind of shoot from anywhere, has decent ball handling skills. I did mark him down in defense. I don't imagine Jason being the best defender. I totally don't know, but I imagine him being a better shooter than anything, just kind of being all over the place. So that is how I made Jason. Again, he's at 83. And then Cheeks made him a starting forward shooting guard. I think he's the only starting forward shooting guard I made in the game. Figure he can play those two positions. Again, he's kind of like, you know, decent scoring from everywhere. You can see he's B rated across the board. And then he has a good perimeter defense. He's going to play make. I always remember him playing baseball. Have a good pass handling, accuracy on his throws. So it doesn't show here, but he has like high accuracy for passing and stuff like that. Then you have some garbage ass players on your team. All right, switching over to the 76ers, we have me, of course. I did give myself hair, so I had a transplant when I was young, so that made it easy for me. I can hit some mid-side scoring. I can't really hit too good from outside for my position. I'm only a starting forward. I don't have the ball handling skills to play shooting guard, and I definitely don't have the vertical to play a power forward or center. So I can only play starting forward like Yuli. But I can play some defense. But my rebounding is not that great for being a small forward. So that is that. Next is OJ. OJ again. Basically, I know he looks a little black, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. Not a lot to work with. I imagine him being good ball handling, can hit that three-point shot as well. So, and I needed to make point guards, like true point guards. So he is a true point guard. He has good playmaking skills. He can see the court. You know, he'll probably be a decent player in this as well. So he's an 85 as well. I gave OJ a shout out. He was good on the text for many years, so I made him an 85. Matt, I made him basically, they call him a paint beast. I basically have Matt being a great inside scorer. He always has a good hook shot. Can't really hit it too well for deep, but he's not horrible. But when it comes to rebounding, inside defense, Matt's good. He doesn't have the speed to get to the outside as well as maybe some of the other bigger guys, but he definitely has the rebounding. Basically, it's like Dennis Rodman, only a better scorer. So like almost like a Tim Duncan. Mike, look at that hairline, Mike. The blue eyes, just piercing. I've made him again a good inside scoring. So even though they're both A pluses, these two, they have different traits. Like Matt can do well at hook shots and you know, post game, and Mike might just have like close to the basket scoring, like layups and easy stuff like that. So even though they're both A pluses, they have different ways of scoring. Mike gets a little worse as he gets away from the ball, but Mike does have a better defense. I know on like hand to hand, he's very handsy. Remember, he's an offensive lineman in football, so he used to be very, you know, he was good with his hands, and that was one of the traits that doesn't show here, which will account for something later in the game. Rebounds, he's good at getting rebounds. He's a tall guy. KT, the handlebar mustache, that is definitely what I gave you there, bud. Again, a shooting guard, point guard. I have actually only watched, I have played basketball with Kevin for 20 years, so I do very much know what he can do. He's an outside scorer. He will make it rain from 3 points all day. He will also, he's almost like, you know, he'll definitely take more shots, a lot of shots. So defense, decent, nothing great. Normal guard, defender, a decent playmaker as well. He does have good IQ in the court to pass the ball when he actually passes, which is very unlikely. So then we have Eric Rigo. Oh, actually, I did make him a shooting guard starting forward too as well. That's right, so he can play dual positions. I imagine Rigo has decent range. I don't know why. I've never played with him, but I just imagine him having like decent range. So I gave him decent range to knock it down from three-pointer lane, and then just have a little worse defense. And that's basically how I dropped him down at 83. But he's a three-point scorer, deep range shot creator, good athleticism still, and a decent IQ. So we need to add an extra player because we had too many people in tech. So Farzad technically was in the group chat, I think, for a day, Anyway, and I need another big guy, so I made him 6'9". I made him super skinny because it's hilarious because he's tiny. Farzad made him good inside scorer, good inside defense, but he kind of lacks in outside shooting, of course. Not a lot of very physical and not very well at handling the ball as well, so no good playmaking skills. But we have our boy Farzad in the group as well. I'll have to show him this video when he's done. I also have Derek. Derek, I made you a little ginger, more gingery than you probably are, but I had to make it that way. Even if you have brown hair, you're going to be a ginger in this game. Decent inside scoring. I figured Serpa can hit it from deep as well, so I did give him good 3-point scoring, and he's fast enough to get to the inside and be interior defender as well. And he's taller in general, so he's 7 feet tall, so good rebounding, good just physically fast as well. Mr. Wayne Scott. Okay, I'm wrong. There's another starting forward shooting guard. What is going on with me? I have to increase Ross. How come he's only 81? I thought he was 83. I think I did something. Let's go quick edit. All right, let's make Ross. We gotta make him a little better. Layup. I can imagine Ross laying it up. You know, standing dunk. We'll give him a little bit more standing dunk. Dunk, driving dunk. Maybe 82. Close shot. Okay, there we go. Give him a little close shot. 3-point. I don't know about 3-point. Post hook, post fade, post control, foul, draw foul. I can see him drawing a foul. Shot IQ means how well you're willing to take the right shot. I can see him only picking the right shots. Pass accuracy, ball, speed with ball. I'm not going to give him more of that. Hands, I don't know about that one. Vision, that one. So we'll have to give him a little better vision because I do need to get him up. I can see him having good vision. All right, pass IQ. Okay, what's going on here? Okay. All right, Ross, you basically know how to pass the ball really, really well. So we're going to give you a good pass IQ. All right, options, confirm changes. Okay, so there we have it. Now he's an 83 as well. So now they're all 83s and 85. So that is what we have. Save roster and share. We're saving roster. Okay, so there we have it. So we will have a game coming up, guys, very shortly here. But that is the teams, and we will see you shortly.